everyone, it's Emmy Hall. I'm here in beautiful Colorado. Always so happy to be here, and look what I got behind me. It's the 2014 Mazda MX-5 Miata. I know, I'm so excited! Now listen, those of you that know me, you know that I daily drive a 2001 Miata, and I love it. It is my pride, it is my joy. Does the 2014 have what it takes to make me want to switch and upgrade? We'll find out next, coming up on the Fast Lane Car. Under the hood, Mazda's given us a 2-liter inline-4 engine, and that's good for 167 horsepower and 140 pound-feet of torque. Now, power goes to the rear wheels via a 6-speed manual transmission, and for some unknown reason that is a sacrilege to all things automotive and fun, you can get this car in an automatic. If you do, I will hunt you down and I will kill you. And also, you lose horsepower. You get 158 horsepower with the automatic, so just don't do it. Don't do it. Do not buy the automatic in this car, okay? Gas mileage, you get 21 miles per gallon out in the city, 28 in the highway with a combined mileage of 24. And so far in my time in this car, I found that to be pretty accurate. Now this is the 3rd generation of the Mazda Miata. This car has been in existence since 2006, so it's been around for a long time, and I gotta say, it's not my favorite styling. Overall, it's much bigger and it's much wider, much heavier than both the 1st and the 2nd generation. This front end here, it's got some nice fender flares, but at the same time, it kind of looks like maybe it threw up in its mouth a little bit, a little like, ooh. And it's got these big puffy cheeks. What is nice is that along the smile line here, I do have a cute little dimple of a fog light, so that's looking pretty good. Here in the back, again, the whole thing is just looking so much bigger than the other generations. It still maintains the same idea of the taillights, which is nice, but I can't wait for the next generation, which promises to be a little bit smaller and a little bit less weight. So behind the wheel of this car, I mean, regardless of how I feel about the exterior, driving it is so much fun. I will forget all about how I don't like how it looks. I mean, it's perfectly balanced. I've got front and rear stabilizers bars. I've got independent front and rear suspension. Rear wheel drive. I mean, yeah, there's not a lot of power. It's not a straight line dragster, but I don't care because it's so much fun. You really feel connected to this car. You feel connected to the road. You don't sit in a Miata, you wear a Miata. And I love it. It fits me so very well. Now, as much as I have a problem with the exterior of this car, I love the interior, and I tell you why. They have kept it simple, so simple. There's no computer here. There's no crazy backup camera that you don't need. There's no GPS. There's just a radio and a CD player, and I can do my presets in like 10 seconds. I just love that it's so uncomplicated. I could do without the multifunctional steering wheel and have a steering wheel that's a little bit smaller, but I understand why they're doing that. It's something that new car buyers really do want to have. Now, I do have some problems with the interior. Number one, there's no USB port. I mean, I gotta have a place to charge my phone. I really want a USB port. Number two, there's no Bluetooth in this car. Now, I had Bluetooth put in my personal car, which is a 2001 with a soft top, and it's useless because the car is too loud. This car, I think, because I have the power retractable hardtop, I think you could have Bluetooth in here and it would be okay. The last thing that I don't like is the cup holders, and here's why. It's got this little slidey thing, but the slidey thing doesn't lock. So if you're really kind of hooning it around, this will come up and it, you know, fizzes up your soda. So I have a hard time with that. But I'll live with it if it means that I can keep a very simple, very sleek interior. about the trademark laundry basket rating. Well, I have got 5.3 cubic feet of space, but that is actually more than previous generations because instead of a spare tire, I have a tire repair kit. But the important thing is the laundry basket, so I think it fails. It fails the laundry basket test. Laundry basket rating of 0, but I'm just curious to see maybe if I can fit in it. Okay, wait. I got it. Oh my God! Dude, try to close it. I think I fit in the trunk. I'm never gonna get out now. Let me get my ab workout going. There we go. Phew, that was fun. You really stick in the corners, and when you do get the car upset, it's very easy to get it back into place. So it's a lot of fun to drive because you can drive it to the limit very easily. Once it gets out of sorts, it's easy to get back in. Just a little bit of throttle control, and you're right back where you want to be. Now, having said that, I mean, trust me, it's not all rainbows and puppy dogs and kittens here behind the wheel. The one thing I don't like is that even though I've got a 6-speed transmission here, when I'm cruising along on the highway at like, let's say 75, 80 miles an hour, I'm still pretty high revving. I'm still up at like 4,000 RPM. So it's fine for power, but if you really want to be touring around, sometimes it's really annoying and it gets kind of buzzy and a little loud. It's not the most comfortable car in the world. I don't really mind it because of course I'm a very young lady. But some older people might find this a little uncomfortable as a daily driver. This car redlines at 7,200 RPM. Now I've only got 140 pound-feet of torque, which isn't a lot, so I understand it's not meant for straightaway racing, but getting it in the corners here, super easy to heel toe shift in the rev match. Go right around this corner. I mean, there is a reason why SCCA racers around the country race this thing. You'll see Miatas at autocross events. You'll see them out on the track because they're so great at what they do. God, I love this car. I love this car. It's the only car for me. 167 horses of pure Japanese power. So this does have the power retractable hardtop. I have to be at a stop, I have to have the car in neutral, and then it'll go. It's pretty quick. I kind of wish that I could do it on the fly a little bit like some of the other cars, but you know, on the whole for a power retractable hardtop, it's pretty quick. I do have a problem sometimes with these power things, just because I think one day it's gonna break. So I think if I were to pick out a new Miata, I would definitely keep with the manual soft top. But this is nice because no one's gonna put a knife through your convertible. One of the things I like the most about the Mazda Miata is that it still has hydraulic power steering. None of that electronic power steering crap than you have in a lot of other sports cars. I mean, the only people that are doing a decent electronic steering that feels like hydraulic is Porsche, and that's just not feasible for this price point of this car. So they've kept the hydraulic power steering. It's incredible. It's got just the right amount of weight. Inputs are really, really quick. You feel every little pebble. You can feel the paint change on the road through this steering wheel. And it's absolutely fantastic. It's definitely one of the things, besides the balance of this car, the steering is really what makes this car so enjoyable to drive and such a blast and such a, really a confidence builder behind the wheel, you know? Anyone can get behind the wheel of this car and feel like they're Mario Andretti, just screaming along. Woo! Oh my God, this is the best part ever. The 2014 Mazda MX-5 Miata Grand Touring Power Retractable Hardtop comes in at $29,450, but our test model here, which has the sport suspension package, which has got sport tune suspension and Bilstein shocks, as well as a limited slip and a few little premium touches, will come in at just over $32,000. Now, is it worth it? Of course. I mean, on the TFL scale of buy it, lease it, rent it, or forget it, this is a buy it, hands down. This is the most fun that you can have for the amount of money. There's really nothing else in this segment that compares. I mean, this is a two-seater rear-wheel drive convertible, right? So what else do I have? Porsche Boxster, BMW Z4. What else? There's not a lot of cars out there, and those two cars cost at least twice as much as this. Some people say that you should cross-shop a Mustang, convertible Mustang with this car. I don't believe it. I think those are two entirely separate cars. Some people say the FRS and the BRZ compete with this. I would say sure, except that those aren't convertibles. So for me, that's not even an option. The Fiat Abarth might compete. Yeah, but it's front wheel drive. So really, this is all you've got in this price range. That's two-seater rear wheel drive and a convertible. Now, 2015, Mazda has only built 100 of the 2015 Miatas. They've got a few different cosmetic touches, and they're already sold out, so forget about it. 2016 is where the big news comes in. The fourth generation is supposed to be happening. No one has any idea what it's going to look like. It's probably going to be a Skyactiv engine, but I've heard rumors of a turbo. I've heard rumors that it's going to be a Fiat-based. I've heard rumors it's going to be an Alfa Romeo. Nobody really knows. So if you're curious, wait until 2016. But for now, if you've got to have one now, the 2014 Mazda Miata is definitely an awesome car. I highly, highly recommend it. That's it for today. I'm Emmy Hall. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so glad you're here. You can go to tflcar.com for more news, views, and reviews, and you can find us on all the social medias. Thanks so much. We'll talk to you soon. Bye. Poor Tommy. I leave him out in the sun. Say, really? I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna go talk about the steering. I'll be right back, I swear to God. And watch, I could just take off to those mountains and I'd leave him here and he would be stuck there with his camera. She left me. Where'd she go?